Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, Shalok 41 to 78. In these shloks, Lord Krishna talks about duties attached to each caste and the fruit of the performance. The path of knowledge is also described, and the path of Karam Yoga, or the selfless action together with devotion, is also explained. Lastly, the glory of Gita is described in detail. Continued from Shlok 41. Lord Krishna says, Paratampa, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra are four categories of humans which are divided according to their attributes, born out of juxtaposition of these three gunas. One who controls his mind, his senses and embraces difficulties in order to carry out his duties. One who remains pure and clear from body, mind and soul. One who is able to pardon others of their sin. One who keeps his senses and bodies in a simple form, and the one who is devoted to God and keenly studies the scriptures through these realizes the God is a natural Brahmin. Valor, glory, patience, skill and ability to donate all these, and courage with which forbids a person to run away from the battle. These are the qualities of a Kshatriya and constitute his duty. Farming, breeding cows, trading and honest behavior, these are the natural duties of Vaishyas, and serving all the other three classes is the natural duty of a Shudra. The person who is deeply concerned with his duty and carries out to the best of his ability achieves salvation, there is no doubt about it. I shall explain to you how, through the performance of one's duty, one can achieve salvation. When a person worships the Creator, who has created everyone and everything, and who is omnipresent, through the performance of his duty, he achieves salvation. Performing one's own duty, even if the same is ordinary, as better than carrying out duties of others, even though they are of exceptional nature. Therefore, O son of Kunti, even if your duty carries some blemishes, it is better to perform these, because one never can be committed to sin if one is performing one's duty. The person whose wisdom rids him of attachment, all desires, and who is full of control of his mind, achieves realization through unattached Karam Yoga. Now I shall explain to you the manner in which devotion to Gyan Yoga leads to unattached salvation. Therefore, the devotees become one with God. The person who possesses pure intellect eats light, timely and sattvic meals, often relinquishes speech and sits in a lonely place, breathes pure air, adopts sattvic decisions, is able to control his mind, speech and body. The person who has completely destroyed his attachment, jealousy, who has adopted strong vairagya and has relinquished ego, arrogance and anger, desire and remains in meditation, such a selfless soul keeps his mind in the Almighty and is worthy of becoming inseparable from God the Almighty. Thereafter, the realized person with happy mind, neither he feels sorry for anything, nor does he hold any desires. With that pure devotion, he understands me for my true size and my real self. Thereafter, through constant devotion, he immediately gets into me and assumes my form and becomes one with me. The Karam Yogi who has submitted himself wholeheartedly to me and who carries out his duties only for my sake, in fact, assumes my form with my grace. You should dedicate all your deeds to me from the core of your heart and keep a stable mind. You should submit yourself to me and concentrate on my form. In this manner, by fixing your mind on my form, you will be able to overcome all difficulties with my grace. But if, because of your personal ego, you do not pay heed to my advice, you will lose your purpose of life and will be self-defeated. If you think because of your ego you will not fight, this is a false notion. Your very nature will make you fight the battle. Kunti Putra, the task that you do not want to do, you do not want to undertake because of your attachment or ego, you will carry it out compelled with your nature and has emerged, the nature which has emerged out of your previous deeds. Arjun, the omnipresent God who is present in the minds of his creature compels human beings to wander in this world according to their deeds. Bharat, I advise you to surrender yourself to your God. You will achieve peace and salvation with His grace. I have now imparted to you the most confidential knowledge. You must assimilate this knowledge, apply your mind to it, and then do whatever you want to do. I would advise you once again to listen to the secret of great secrets. You are most dear to me, therefore I shall give you this rare beneficial advice again. Arjun, you should constantly think of me, the Almighty, become my devotee, worship me, and pay your respects to me. In this manner you will achieve my form. Indeed, you are the most dear to me. You must not grieve. You must dedicate all your deeds to me, and I will rid you of your sins. Therefore, do not feel sad. At no point of time should you try ever to explain this deep wisdom to people who are not pure, who lack devotion, and who are not desirous of acquiring such rare wisdom. You should also not tell this to anyone who harbors doubt in his mind. Any person who will spread this rare secret knowledge of Bhagavad Gita among my devotees will certainly achieve my form. There is no doubt about it. There is no one in this world who is dearer to me than my aforesaid devotee, nor in the future there will be ever who I can consider that dearer to me except my devotee as explained above. According to me, anyone who reads this dialogue in the form of Bhagavad Gita will in fact be worshipping me through Jnana Yoga. This is my firm advice. Any person with devotion and without blemished mind, if he listens to the Bhagavad Gita, he will be relieved from all sins and will take birth among the nobles. Parth, did you listen to my advice with adequate concentration? Dhananjay, has your ignorant attachment vanished? Arjun said, with your grace my attachment has been destroyed. I have regained my memory. Now I am standing here without any kind of doubt. Therefore I will obey your order. Sanjay said, in this manner, I heard Lord Krishna talking to the great soul Arjuna about the most confidential, astonishing knowledge. After receiving divine sight of the grace of Shri Vyasji, I have seen Shri Krishna in person talking to Arjuna, and I have listened carefully to their dialogue. O King, I feel extremely happy recalling this wonderful dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. This is the most beneficial and undoubtedly rare wisdom. O my King, I am wonderstruck by repeatedly remembering the vast, wonderful form of Lord Krishna. This has given me immense joy. Rajan, according to me, the Pandavas, on whose side Lord Krishna and mighty warrior Arjuna are fighting, shall be victorious. This is my firm belief. The wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita is universally acclaimed. The profound Indian philosophy holds an immediate relationship with life then, life now, and life in the future. An apt example of pervading unhappiness in people in the modern times is beautifully illustrated in the following shloka from the chapter Shalok 66. The person who has no control over his mind and senses lacks stability of intellect. Therefore, he cannot be creative. The mind which lacks creativity does not acquire noble wisdom. Such a person lacks faith. The man without faith cannot have peace. How can a person who does not have peace be happy? So these are the words of Lord Krishna to Arjuna, by which all his doubts, all his sadness vanished, and he becomes ready to fight. Thus ends chapter 18 of the great book, the Bhagavad Gita.